Hello guys, Susanna here. Well, we are up to doing the tag for the squirrel, and here's the finished piece. I'll bring it up close. Did some more grass along there, just did a little bit of there. Love the little tufts. I think it turned out really cute. I'm still thinking maybe I could probably do a lighter colour there, because it still doesn't quite look like his chest. Yeah, this I may still do something on there, but pretty happy with how he's turned out. He's rather cute. Okay guys, well, it is actually, I might zoom it in. This is the tag we did last month, so I'm going to zooming it out. I'm going to zoom it in. I think that probably is enough. Okay, now okay, we'll push this up a little bit. There we go. And what I'm going to do, I've got bits and pieces. I sort of tried some bits and pieces, and last month I used the one with the writing on there, and then this one I do this. So I've already stained it with my distressed ink, and I'll put this in there because I was trying to figure out bits and pieces. So I'd put a hole in there, and I tried taking it out just so that I can show you that's what I was doing, because I'm trying to use leftover pieces that are left from here. And so here's the walls that I used. I had to sort of cut up little bits and pieces. So I sort of figured out a little bit of a layout, and here's that. Now I'm going to use that on the other side of the pages. So, and this had the squirrels on there, so I ripped off that edging part which had the squirrels on there. I think it's sort of similar like that on the other side, and it had like Tilda, blah blah blah, the woodland collection. There we go. So I think there might even be one. There was 6 squirrels, but it didn't quite fit, and I thought I'd rather have some than not enough. So this is how I sort of proceeded with a bit of a layout like that. Got a bit of the green. Now this part here sort of represents the edging, and I've got quite a few of these, so that's probably going to go along there like that. And then I want to stick that there. Where else? There was another little bit that I was going to use, which I can't find. It's probably on the back of, yep. Right. Might be on the back of something with a tiny little piece. Oh, it'll probably rock up. Might be on the back of this. No. I also used a bit of black for the eye. See, there's the other squirrel. I was thinking maybe I can probably put a tiny bit on there, because I really like this colour. And even though I didn't use this in the actual piece, I'm going to be using, and I didn't use this colour, but this colour goes best with this. So I'm just going to do, I've stuck that on there with a bit of this glue, and I'm using this colour to stitch around, just a running stitch to hold that down. I just thought it was so cute. This is the most appropriate one to use this squirrel on, is the Squirrel Tag. And I thought getting the word woodland collection in there, I thought was a good idea, because it really is a woodland collection of animals that I'm going to have in my little fabric book. Okay, so just quickly the way it does that. I cut it too close on the bottom, so it may not sit properly down there, but oh well, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just sitting here in my studio in an evening. I quite enjoy doing filming in the evenings actually, because my hubby and my younger son are in the house doing their own thing, and then it's a bit of, because my studio is in a bungalow. It's at the back of the house. It's still under like it's sort of attached, but it's not. I've got a walkway so I don't get wet if I come out here. But now I think it needs something just along here, maybe a couple of crosses. Quite a pretty little colour actually. There you go, top. 3 is usually pretty good. Really hope I'm in frame, guys. Like I said, you automatically tend to bring it towards yourself, which is not a good thing. There we go. Now I want to attach this to the other piece, which I may do progressively getting smaller with a different colour. So I'm going to put 3 crosses on the other side, because I'm all about having it matching. Should know that about me by now. Now, did have the iron on a little while ago, so it might be still a little bit warm. Okay. Okay. Love this colour, so pretty. I'm currently doing renovating on my house. We've refinanced, and I've painting my house in a bluey greeny colour. I just think it looks so fresh, and been watching these shows on TV. Oh, well, that didn't work out, did it? Yeah, and I love that real farmhouse style. There's some really good shows. If we were to do the renovations they do in America, it just the standard of living is just so much higher here, as in what it costs. And some of the houses they can get over in America in some of these shows, I'm thinking, oh, I wish we could get them that cheap. Love to be able to have someone like the fixer-upper or one of those guys come over and do something, but there's just no way that we would get it for the price that these people pay. Everything's so expensive in Australia. This is a good place to live, but it is very expensive. Okay. Now I'll do this last one. I was hoping that this video wouldn't take too long, but you know me with me fapping. Okay. Hopefully I can get this X without it going all over the place. Oh, because I want 3. There we go. Now, what I might do, I might have to tie this off. And I can't tie it off too tight. Okay. I really like this too. Have that there. And then this green on the top. And it there. It is a very unusual piece put together, but I think this goes really well. I'll cut it, see how we go. Okay, just the colour goes well. Now, what I would like to do is I've got some green, and I've also got another green. Where's that other green? Here it is. This was left over from doing the grass. But I've also got this cream. So we need to put these together, so I may need to use this colour green. I'm running out of needles. Might use this. I've actually finished with that blue now, and I'll use this green. Should really do this off camera. Move that over there. Oh. I need Rachel's thing, hang 10. Okay, back again. I've just sewed this onto there just very quickly, just so it's attached, and then I'm going to put that up there, and then I've stuck this down with some of my glue on there because I quite like it sitting here. And I did start sewing on there, but I've got to be really careful. I will go back over there because I thought that darker green looks rather nice on that. So that'll sit there like this, and then this is going to go over the top of that. And so what I'm doing with this, I've got this little piece here which is like a piece that I used on here. So what I'm going to do is I have just going to go up, down, up. There's method to my madness. Yep. Okay, now go up, down, and then we're going to come up here. Okay, so pull that so that I'm just going to put a dab of glue. I'm going to wheel hold that down in a minute, just that needs to stay there without moving. So you get to see some of the green, which you'll see when it's on there. Now this, I'm going to just twirl it around. And it becomes like a little flower. Now it worked when I did it off camera earlier. And I'm going to get this, which I'll hold this down on the back here so you don't see it. And then come up so that we can couch this onto here. Okay, and this is going to become like a little rosette. It'll make sense in a minute. There we go. It's a little different, I will admit, but I like it. You create all sorts of things with couching. Okay. Almost looks like a little snail, doesn't it? Yep. Okay, it is fiddly, but it's going to be worth it. It's still attached. Okay. Where are we? There's the hole. That over. Now, what we need this to do is it's going to continue going around, but I also need it to go through, if you know what I mean. Oh, not quite working out how I wanted it, because it is fiddly. Don't dare. I wanted it to go through and sort of catch on itself like that. So that's underneath, and then I'll stay. Continue with this. I know it's fiddly, guys, but it's very windy out there at the moment. It's hard to imagine that some of you are in summer and it's very hot, and we are in winter. Okay, now leave that up. So what I want to do, I'd like to be able to see that little red piece. So I may come up back through. No, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, no, I'll go back down. I think it's just going to have to stay like that. And come back through somewhere else, which I may need to. There we go. And then come back through down that hole. There we go. Okay, so come back in with my green thread, hold it down in different places. Very different, I know. There we go. Now, what I was thinking, now if I did that, you wouldn't see the tiny little button, which I might actually tie that off and come back in and do some, I reckon if we did it, you know, like a couple of little, with this colour, or even maybe in this reddy colour. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Okay, so I'll tie that off and come back in with this, and I'll do some French knots around it, and I'm going to do some French knots in the middle, and then I'll get the cream and attach it to that. So all this just to tie it off. Okay, now where do we want it? Okay, it's going to go on there like that. It'll have make it go that way. That's going to sit there. Okay, cool. So what we need to do is get some of the cream, and I'll just put some of that on, hang in and back again. I just quickly with the cream stitch that down so it's held down so I can stitch on it. And I want to get, oh, I thought I'd threaded this one. I want to get some of this, which is on a bigger needle. And do some little French knots or some colonial knots, brings out that rustic colour. Did I use this colour? I think I did. I used this colour on the tail. Oh, most of my life is spent trying to put the things in. Okay. I think this is probably a tad small for this one, but we'll get there. Okay, now I use this colour on here. It's a sort of a variegated one, so, and it's a bit thicker, so I think it's a number 5. So what I would like to do is come up, I think I may have to use this, and I might do not a colonial knot, because I always go a little bigger, and then go around. And do that on there. Now I've still got that connected, and there's a reason for that, because I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have it off yet, because I still need to probably stitch more on, but it's in the way, so I could probably come back to that. Just get out of the way. There we go. This is going to bring out that colour, which is what I really like. Okay, so all the way around there we are going to do colonial knots, which will happen pretty fast, and I'm going to do something in the centre as well. So I'm hearing all sorts of noises out there because it's so windy. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with that. Oop, focus. I'll pause it and I'll be back. Okay, back again. What I've done is I finished off, a bit close, finished off the little things there, did a French knots and all that in the middle, and then did grass like I did on the bottom of here. And then I am going to proceed. I found these teeny tiny little buttons, and I thought, I'm going to put little flowers on there. So just, there we go. Proceed to stick the little buttons on there. Oh great, hope they go through because they're such small little holes. And then I'm going to glue that down. Oop. I might go through that twice actually. Okay. I think I might have had the blue one over there. Okay, have that going down a little bit. There we go. Very unusual little button. It's sort of almost like, tag. It's almost like an ode to some of what Anne's doing. You've got your bit of lace, and then she's had one where she's done buttons, sort of a bit of an ode to the 52 tags that's going around. I really enjoy watching and having a look on Instagram at what people have done. It's amazing how people can come up with different concepts. Okay, bright orange one over here. had these butts for ages. Hopefully I am in camera. I really do hope. I'm sorry if I haven't been. Okay, and then lucky last, this little guy is probably going to go right there. Oh, thank goodness I'm sewing it on. Okay, flopping around everywhere. It's got a bit of a greeny tinge in this button, which is why I liked it. Didn't want them all to be in a straight line, so it looks a little bit more natural. So what I'm going to do, I did have this going sideways so that I'd be able to get the glue out. And then we've completed our little garden. I'm just wondering whether I should go and hold these down. I don't know. A little bit. So it doesn't stick up as much. There we go. I've got enough thread to be able to do that, so you guys can't see it. Holds it down a little bit, especially around about here, because it actually comes off the tag. There we go. So I want to be able to hold it down so I know it's not going to go anywhere. There we go. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this very unusual tag, even if you have to have fast forwarded some bits because it's a bit tedious, but yeah, they're all a little bit different. And once I've done this, glue it on and we are done. Might as well, eh? Yep. When did it start? There, I think. Yep. I think that was the first one. So, thank goodness you don't see the back. And oh, it gets glued down. Okay. Okay, well that's another month done and dusted. And I think this little guy is going to look really good. I really ought to write on the back of these tags because I haven't been. And you know, each month is a little bit different, and some of the things I've experienced, you know, like last month, you know, we were in another lockdown again, and yeah, it's just, oh, the world's a crazy place at the moment, isn't it? Now, here we go. Got my little squirrels happening, the buttons, and my very unusual little tag. Might even cut some of that off a bit big. Yep. There we go. Done. And it's sort of hanging over a little bit bigger, but I didn't really particularly want to cut off those squirrels, so it's fraying a little bit. Here we go. Okay guys, well, thank you very much. Oop, too close. I will catch you in the next one, and I think we're going to be, well, the next video will be working on spring. So yeah, I enjoyed doing that one, something a little bit different. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Bye.